Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dominion Gaming TV. My name is Wolf and I'm joined by Sir Shockwave. How are you?
I'm great, thank you, Wolf.
I am great too. I can't believe you did not just ask. God damn it. Anyway, we have ourselves another game here from that BigBen and our hero here in this best of 3 series. Let's introduce our players, what map and where they are, spawning in the top left hand side on Akalon Waste, the desert wasteland of all of the desertness. Playing as the red Protoss, his name is BigBen.
And down here in the bottom right spawn, wearing the purple trunks, stealing Wolf's phrase there, is our hero fighting for the Dominion InArmourClad.
Alright, set those cheers up ladies, he's available. Alright, so same matchup as the last game here. We did see that BigBen was BigBen took that game away. He had quite a solid army. He had really strong upgrades, which helped him out a lot. And landing some good money storms on top of InArmourClad's army was quite helpful as well. We are on a different map, and it's not as macro focused. You do see a lot of long games here, but it isn't as long as Whirlwind, and there's more potential for cheese as well.
Much more petite cheese, and just in the little chat there, he did give away that he was Terran by saying late depot or something along those lines. He did say late depot, so giving away his Terran, so BigBen doesn't need to scout whatsoever. He knows Terran is incoming, he knows Marines and Marauders are knocking at the door, and it's going to be the same build here from InArmourClad. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and this army that he built quite quickly actually did have enough to hold BigBen at bay. He did unfortunately lose to those money storms and a few poor engagements, but hopefully he'll show us how to actually play Terran this time around and how to crush Protoss.
Well, it is actually quite a solid build, just getting this command center and then barracks ASAP away. It allows you to get that extra expansion. You can build the rally SCVs to your own mineral line before you take that expand, and you build up forces to take that expand or whatever. It's just a solid sort of play, and it's just, I guess it's good. Also, getting this gas as well allows for the Reaper to send out and scout and put on a little bit of pressure if the Protoss doesn't really know what he's doing.
And while all of this is going on, we see BigBen actually going Gateway Nexus first. Sorry, I almost said Command Center there. So we do see the Gateway Nexus coming out of BigBen. Good build. He knows that this should be the same kind of build coming out of InArmourClad, hoping he does the same build. So he's just going to go, yeah, I can get my base up quicker. And on this base, the second base is easy to defend for whatever race you are. Just the one ramp leading up into it. All you need is maybe 2 to 3 Stalkers and 4 or 5 Zealots, and you can hold this ramp as Protoss.
Oh, this SCV just got caught, and no scouting for you, SCV. Bad SCV, you're going to be swiped away in that corner. Next is going to be finishing up here. One thing I actually really do love about this map for Terran is the fact that you can just send your SCV, oh sorry, not SCV, put like your build a command center up on the high ground and send it down there straight away, and while it's going down there you're still mining or whatever, and you can just take out the rocks. It's just so awesome.
It is, and while your SCVs are all the way transferring around, you can take out those rocks, as we said, because by the time it takes those SCVs to get there, that command center, is already lifted up, landed, and is ready to start mining operations.
No Stalkers are currently, and no Mothership core. This Reaper is going to be able to cause lots of pain, and it's probably going to get a few probe kills. Needs to be very careful though of the Stalker coming out very soon, but he does get 2 probe kills, so he's already paid for itself. He's probably going to get another. Even if he doesn't, he's paid for himself, and that regen on the Reaper is just going to be enough, and gets away with the 2 kills. Virtually unscathed because of his bloody drugs. What is it with the Terran and taking drugs all the time?
I'm not too sure. It's like they run off the stuff.
I guess that's kind of humans in one, like, it's just humans in general. We already are like that anyway. Drugs. We need this stuff. Ooh, Okay, well, actually, I thought that was a second starport, second factory. Sorry, but yeah, he's just going to be going for the medevac. From the looks of it, just going to be going bio medevac, which is very, very standard. Now, the Reaper did end up getting taken out, going up into the natural here by the Zealots. The Zealots just gave him a good swipe of the side blade. Stalker shot him with his little energy beams for good measure as well.
So we are seeing almost the same build come out here, except we're seeing one variation within InArmourClad. He is actually going to get the tech lab on this factory, so we're either going to be seeing Hellbats or Siege Tanks coming out of this factory. Either one is very good. He has no armor yet, so he can't be getting those Hellbats. But as I said, Siege Tanks still very good against the Protoss army. Does a lot of damage to Stalkers actually. When these Siege Tanks pop out, I'll be able to tell you how much. He's just waiting for the minerals to get that first Siege Tank started. Sorry, minding my poor language skills.
One note though, you could just say, he could just be lifting it up anyway, and then just put like a barracks on it. Like, it is viable that the factory just does like swap around. And what's that game that you played as a kid? Musical chairs. Plays musical chairs with the add-ons and builds all the add-ons for the barracks to sit on. But anyway, it's just going to be sitting there for the time being.
So we see nothing coming out of this factory. Heading over to the Protoss base, we are seeing 4-gate, no Robo coming down from the Protoss yet. We're seeing a huge Stalker army coming out. It looks... Oh, I thought I saw a Robo facility in my production tab for a second there.
So, Robo just right at the back here, he actually hides it, which is, I don't know why he's building, he built it all the way back there. Maybe he wants to hide that the fact that he's going Robo and not Storm or something. But he does get out the Observer, probably going to be used to go and scout out his opponent's base and whatnot in a short moment. We do see Stim about to finish up. +1 attack is about 30 seconds into its upgrade, and same with Combat Shield.
And it looks like we're going to have some drop plays.
Ooh, drops. Drop, I say. This is going to be awesome. I love drops. And man, those things go so fast.
But he is going to be going straight into the main base, which BigBen has read this correctly. He does actually have 2 Stalkers set up here in defense, but his army is a long way away. The Observer is moving too late to actually spot this coming down, so the drop shouldn't be reaching before the Observer gets to his base, or it's sitting out the front of BigBen's base, so it won't be seeing anything there.
Well, for the time being, BigBen is getting a lot of Stalkers, which will be fine against this drop. It will be able to do a lot of damage just in general, and not have to get clumped up on buildings or anything. But these medevacs are just going to walk in, drop down, take out a pylon, and probably leave. I don't see much else happening with all these Stalkers here, but he will see that there is a large number of Stalkers. He will actually, almost snipes the, and then medevac so close, having to use the ignite afterburners as well on 33 HP, and that gateway was pretty damn close to dying as well.
And he did end up supply blocking BigBen there, so even though it didn't seem worth it, he lost no units for a free pylon, which is pretty good. It also delays how many units that can be coming out as quickly for BigBen, but we are seeing the double Protoss upgrades coming out, and we know how quick these things are, coming out Speedy Gonzales with these Chrono Boosts being dumped onto them.
Man, if BigBen just only Chrono Boost on his upgrades and then takes up to get some Storm and Colossus, I will be very proud of this Protoss player. I just absolutely love the concept of getting upgrades significantly faster than any other race. It's just so amazing. Now we do see BigBen opting to get that third Nexus, going to go for his third base, whereas InArmourClad has had his for a good 2 or so minutes, not really saturated, but just going to be slowly building units and sending them over there anyway.
So as we can see, no real threats materializing out of either players. Yep, that was the correct wording. My English is failing me tonight. But we might be seeing a big push coming out of here from BigBen once this 1-1 finishes with Blink, and from the number of Stalkers he has, I wouldn't be surprised if that actually does happen. Blink's on the way. He'll get another Immortal out by the time Blink is done, actually, which is a very good timing. More Zealots warping in as well, so he might actually be holding off. But if he does so, InArmourClad's actually going to have some kind of army, and we are seeing the Dark Shrine there. Thank you, Wolf.
Oh my god, Dark Shrine. Now this is something you don't see very often in the PvT matchup unless it's like later in the game for run-bys to do harassment. Dark Shrine for those Dark Templars could be for Archon, could be just for Dark Templar play in general. Either way, it's going to be quite scary, especially with this high Marine count force. The Archons are just going to rip through those Marines so quickly with that splash damage to light. That's if we see Archons though.
If we see Archons, but we do see Raven, actually a Raven coming out here from InArmourClad. Has he seen the Dark Throne? No, he hasn't. So this is just a protective Raven. It can get a point defense drone, and that just absolutely crushes Stalker heavy army, because believe it or not, the point defense drone stops Stalker shots. Try saying that 3 times fast.
Stop Stalker shots, stop Stalker shots, stop Stalker shots. Yeah, bitch. Anyway, so we do see Tutu being chrono boosted quite heavily here. He is doing exactly as I wanted him to. He's going to be getting those upgrades really quick. Tutu is also on the way for InArmourClad, and here comes that push you were talking about. He's opting just to stick with the DTs and not get Archons here. If they do get focused down, they won't be worth it for their cost. But then again, these things are mighty, do a lot of damage, and are just so great.
Running straight into the third base here of BigBen. The planetary fortress is going to get some damage. Using these SCVs to repair while his army comes down. Good sacrifice from the SCVs, but unfortunately into a very poor engagement there.
Blinking directly into the army right on top of the ramp here. All these units are essentially just not doing anything, and he's still walking up there, and he does have the Raven. No, the Raven died a little bit ago, and the DTs will be able to kill so many units. A scan will have to go down, but basically the entire army of BigBen did go down, but then again, a lot of actually Marines went down to those DTs. They were very cost efficient in those engagements right there.
He did lose that entire army, and he did have the upgrade advantage, unfortunately blinking his whole army into a terrible location where none of his units were attacking, and the Terran force was just trying to get their greasy paws onto the Protoss army, trying to get some of them plasma equipments that they'll never use anyway.
Exactly. We always got to pick up the Protoss Stalker fragments as they explode.
And we do see the Factor coming in here to get some scouting information. Seeing Stalker heavy once again. More Zealots warping in though, but no Zealot legs, so these Zealots won't be as good as their job as they normally are. But if InArmourClad pushes out right now, there's no resistance here, and he should actually win.
Well, he does actually have Zealot legs, which is awesome. They're going to be running nice and fast and going to be charging in with honor, like all Protoss should. But InArmourClad is a good, 50 supply above his opponent. Yeah, I did math. Yes, now 50.
Yes, your math is correct, sir.
And he's just exploded with a whole 10 more Marines here. He's just going to scan down at the third, right in front of the natural and the third here. See that there's nothing there. He's just going to move up. He's probably going to take an engagement in the next minute or so.
Should be moving out very quickly. If he should have kept that medevac.
Oh no, and all of these probes, what are they doing? The probes, they just run out for some reason, and they all are just going to get seen by the army. The Zealot's going to come in here and try and do as much damage as they can, but if he just kites and sims back, he will be able to absolutely obliterate this entire army with a good number of Marauders slowing down and picking up.
There's the Seeker missile coming in.
The Seeker missile coming down, and not really being that effective because his target got taken out way too quickly, and the Marine and Marauder forces is going to keep on stemming and run up the hill here. Zealots being morphed in, but it's just too little too late. No DTs even. It will force a scan, but it's just too little too late. There's so many forces here for InArmourClad. He's maxed again. It's still 100 supply ahead of BigBen. These DTs ripping apart all of these Marines. He needs to be so careful of this, and more units are being morphed in here. and the DTs still haven't been scanned. Does he not realize that they are there? But InArmourClad is just still producing so many units and streaming them across the map. There is a base up here into the top right hand side, but it's too little too late. These DTs are going to be able to kill so much. He just needs to scan again, but maybe he doesn't have a scan. He does just do it then. And just these...
There we go.
So many units for BigBen being taken out there. That was scary. Just with no AoE, this army just got absolutely obliterated. Man. Now the DTs is gonna...
walked in.
I think so far they've been his saving grace and engagements. He just needs to scan and a whole 6 more die. He's going to go up into his opponent's base, and he actually walks directly into a scan line. He may only get
one escapes here.
Oh, man, this is so scary. Oh, still 100 supply ahead of his opponent. There's 3 more command centers on his way, going into the 3rd base here of BigBen. Going to be able to lose so much supply here, and that's just because of the probes. He's going to drop like a good 20 supply. He's going to be down to 30 in no time, and this is just getting very grim for BigBen.
Yeah, BigBen, 33 to 189. BigBen has no comeback from this, especially now because he's going to start moving up into the main base. Even just the small DT Zealot force won't be able to hold this attack whatsoever. BigBen's already on the fly. He's got a Raven on the way, but hang on, there's DTs there, so I'll chuck down a scan. All of the DTs will evaporate. So will that Zealot that got caught in the middle, and nothing's going to be coming out here. There goes the power. He does have a Miracle Colossi, hopefully Miracle Colossi coming out, but everything just 1-ang straight into that Colossi, focusing it down.
Hey.
It's as if InArmourClad is versing a Zerg and is expanding as if he's versing a Zerg.
That wasn't a 1A, just by the way. He did move like a pack of his forces forward to go and attack that. And now...
And there's the Mana Mule.
Here's a Mana Mule. Man. MMM. It's kind of scary.
This is why you don't let Terrans back up. If you take a look back at home, if you let Terrans do this back at home, you let Terrans do this at home, this is just what's going to happen towards Protoss. BigBen's still trying to stick to his final guns, but I think he's too busy typing at the moment, not doing anything with these probes whatsoever.
To be fair, these two guys are good friends. They know each other. They're both from Melbourne, and they play quite a bit at each other's at each other's house. Just having a bit of fun here now. It's a good ending for this best of 3. These two friends just chilling it out. Does actually InArmourClad know that this base is here? No, he doesn't. He's probably just going to go on a base hunt in a short moment here. Wait, what? Probes being pulled. The probes are going to do it. They're going to go for the opposing base, and it's going to kill everything. It's going to be very scary with this probe attack, and he has revealed their probe attack. But no, the Marines are here. Will the Marines actually turn around? No, the Marines are going to run. The Marines are so scared of this force of probes. It is just so damn scary. Run, Marine, run. Oh god.
Oh god, here's the rescue Marauder. Focusing down the Marauder with the probes. Doesn't work.
He still has some more probes though in the natural base of his opponent, and he's going to be killing. Hasn't killed off anything just yet, but they are slowly hitting away on the people on the gas. Each of them are down to about a 1/3 health, and they've taken about half health for now. One's about to go down, but no! In comes the MMM, and the probes. They're just going to go down. I feel so sad now. The probes were doing such hard work. Fighting for the Protoss army here. Does let his opponent know that he still does have a Nexus somewhere on the map.
And it looks like the Raven's going for it straight away.
Well, considering the direction that those probes came from, there is high probability that the base is over here. He does send in the SCV, and he has does actually scout that it is there. So the forces are just going to come here and seal the deal here. This is quite the GG timing, but it has been a great honor casting with you, Shockwave. Thank you very much for doing this with me.
It's been great casting with you as well, Wolf.
Do you see, they all sit at the same time. The last building gets taken out. InArmourClad is victorious, ladies and gentlemen. See Zero supply to 200. What a great way for InArmourClad to go out in this best of 3. Thank you guys very much for watching. My name has been Wolf.
I've been Shockwave.
Bye bye.